We're in hell. My own personal, custom-built hell.
I heard as I was doing my makeup for school. I was watching The Vampire Diaries like I did every morning while getting ready for school, except the events that followed fit the quote to a T. I heard a knock at the door. Ugh, Caitlin, it's only 7. We never leave this early, I muttered to myself as I frantically tried to finish my makeup. Caitlin is my neighbor that I walk to school with every morning, who I thought had showed up 20 minutes early. I wish that were the case. My mom answered the door. It was silent. Then I heard a random man's voice play through a speaker. Confused, I went to the top of my steps only to see 2 police officers standing in the doorway. What's going on? I thought to myself as I made my way to my mom's room. I looked out her window and saw 2 cop cars and an ambulance parked outside of my house. I texted my sister in a panic because she had already left for school. I tried to find my mom, but the cops told me to stay upstairs. Gab, what is going on? Should I turn around? My sister texted back. My mom finally came upstairs, but she was in too much of a panic to form words. She was hunched over herself trying to explain, but she was choking on her words, so I did not understand. At this point, my sister had decided to turn around due to the fact that I had stopped answering. Finally, the words that would change my life forever slipped out of my mom's mouth. He died. Dad died. What? No, he can't be dead, I cried in disbelief. The next few moments were a blur. I paced back and forth, screaming in agony. My neighbors began to gather outside once they noticed the cop cars and ambulance. My mom took me downstairs and brought me outside to my neighbor, who took me to her house. Then I saw my sister. You could see the fear in her face as she walked down our street. My sister and I spent the next few hours at my neighbor's house because they did not want us to see the coroner take my dad's lifeless body away. I spent these few hours staring into space, tears silently streaming down my face, thinking about how my mom had to handle this alone because we couldn't be with her. My mind began to fill with thoughts. How did this happen? Why did this happen? This can't be real. My neighbor's house began to fill as more family and friends came to mourn. No one saw this coming, which made the news way more tragic. As the day went on, more people came to my house to give their condolences. Most people brought food as well. I tried to put on a brave face in front of my family who were attempting to do the same for me, but there were times I found myself escaping to my room to cry. We tried to shield the pain by sharing memories we had with my dad, which was a nice distraction from reality. My close family stayed until about midnight, and my grandmother spent the night because we didn't want her to be alone. I spent the night laying in bed in my mom's room, staring at the ceiling, repeating the terrible events that had happened in my head. The next day was pretty much the same. People stopped by, brought food, and shared memories. Growing up, I heard a lot of people use the phrases, "Life is short," "Live every day like it's your last." I even found myself quoting these phrases at times. I just never expected it to become a reality with my dad. If there's anything I've learned from this gut-wrenching experience, it is to hug your friends and family, make memories, and tell your loved ones you love them. Life is unpredictable. You never know when you will see someone for the last time, so make every moment count.